There are few cars in history that manage to be more than just transportation. Some become symbols of freedom, rebellion, or nostalgia, and among them, one quirky little French machine stands proudly in its own category, the Citroën 2CV. For decades, it was dismissed as slow, flimsy, and hilariously underpowered, but to its devoted fans, it was nothing short of brilliant. And now, against all odds, the 2CV is making a comeback, whether officially revived or reborn through restomods and electric conversions. Its spirit refuses to die. So why is the world suddenly obsessed again with a car that was once mocked as an umbrella on wheels? To understand the excitement around its return, we need to remember what made the original 2CV so special. Launched in 1948, it wasn't designed to impress rich city drivers. It was made for French farmers who needed something tougher than a horse, but cheaper than a tractor. Citroën's engineers famously said the car should be able to cross a plowed field with a basket of eggs on the back seat without breaking a single one. The result was pure genius. Its suspension was so soft it looked like a boat floating down the road, and its engine was barely strong enough to power a lawnmower. Yet people fell in love with its honesty. It wasn't pretending to be fast. It wasn't trying to be luxurious. It was practical, cheap, and full of character. Fast forward to today, and modern cars have become so complicated, so serious, and so expensive that people are craving simplicity again. That's where the 2CV returns as a breath of fresh air. Vintage models are being pulled out of barns and restored to perfection. Custom shops in France, the UK, and even Japan are turning them into electric city cars with silent motors and hidden batteries. Imagine gliding through the streets of Paris in a completely silent 2CV while still hearing the soft creak of its original suspension. Its retro charm with zero-emission guilt. But this revival isn't just about nostalgia. It's a quiet protest against the soullessness of modern design. Cars today are all aggressive lines, giant screens, and fake exhaust sounds. The 2CV, by contrast, smiles at you with its round headlights and soft curves. It doesn't take itself seriously. It's not a status symbol. It's a companion. People who drive one don't care about horsepower. They care about happiness per liter. And that's something no modern SUV can compete with. There are rumors that Citroën itself is exploring ways to bring back the 2CV officially, possibly as a lightweight electric commuter car. They've already hinted at it with concepts like the Citroën Oli, which uses recycled cardboard panels and exposed bolts just like the original's minimalist philosophy. If they do it right, simple, affordable, repairable, they could spark a revolution in automotive design all over again. Imagine a car that doesn't pressure you to buy upgrades or subscriptions, but one that you can fix with a spanner and a smile. Of course, the modern world is not as forgiving as the 1950s. Regulations, crash tests, and safety requirements would make a completely faithful remake impossible. But that's okay. The return of the 2CV isn't about copying the past, it's about reviving its spirit. It's about rejecting over-engineering and embracing joy. It's about bringing humanity back into mobility. And that's why the 2CV is more than just a car. It represents freedom, not the kind sold in glossy commercials with drones flying over mountain roads. Real freedom. Freedom from worrying about scratches. Freedom from caring what people think. Freedom from stress. When you drive a 2CV, you're not racing to arrive. You're enjoying the journey. Strangers wave at you. Pedestrians smile. Kids point. Even traffic jams don't feel as annoying when you're sitting in what feels like a picnic basket with wheels. So yes, while the world is obsessed with faster, bigger, and smarter, there's a growing number of people who just want something friendlier, something slower, something human, and that is why the Citroën 2CV, the humble tin snail, is on its way back. not because it needs to prove anything, but because we finally realized that joy cannot be measured in horsepower. It lives in simplicity, and simplicity never goes out of style.